Hey, have you watched a couple of my videos and seen my hashtag Sabbaticals for first responders? Thanks for the question, Shan. I understand you're curious, like, what is that all about? I've got over 20 years in healthcare being a first responder. And over the course of this 20-year career, I have seen and experienced so much burnout. Because let's face it, first responders and healthcare providers are so busy saving other people's lives that they often don't take care of their own very well. So my campaign, very grassroots, is about raising awareness of mental health considerations. And one of the proposed solutions that I have is to introduce sabbaticals and try to have that become standard practice for all first responders and healthcare providers. My overall vision would be that as part of everybody's career progression, assuming they're staying with the same company, that at the 5-year mark, you would get 3 months off, and at the 10-year mark, you get 6 months off, and then this repeats. For this to work, we would need to have employers essentially just like school teachers get their 3-month summer, but they get their salary their entire time. It would be an expectation that the employer would figure out a way to pull some of their pay, distribute it out so that that 3 months on your sabbatical would be uninterrupted seniority, uninterrupted health benefits, uninterrupted pay, that your job would be secure. You would not have to stress about that. And in fact, what that does is it creates spaciousness and opportunities for those people to heal themselves, take time off, do those things on their to-do list, spend time with their family, whatever they need to do to be able to stay replenished so that they can stay in the profession longer. A 2-week PTO cycle just does not cut it for this industry. It's virtually impossible to downregulate your nervous system in 2 weeks. It's too risky. You let that shit come up, then you risk not being able to perform. And I know as a flight nurse, I had to perform. I was doing life-saving interventions in the back of a helicopter, vibrating, noisy, making split-second decisions that affected our patients' lives. So what am I doing for the campaign? This is very grassroots, like a one-woman show. Right now, I am building followers on this platform to try to be able to spread word. I consider this to be the phase of the campaign that is just planting seeds. I'm trying to raise awareness. I'm trying to have offerings of service to this population. That's why a lot of my videos are sort of personal growth, spiritual connectedness, meditation, mindfulness skills, nervous system regulation. These are genuine offerings that I hope will find their way to the right people. I'm hoping that as I continue to grow, that reach spreads. I've got that hashtag Sabbaticals for first responders on every single one of my posts. Again, planting seeds. Even if you're not a healthcare provider or a first responder, I'm sure that you know one. You can ask them this question: how would your life be different if you had a sabbatical built into your job every 5 to 10 years? Think about it. How would your life be different if you could take that time off and dedicate it for self-care, self-love, radical self-acceptance? I am an entrepreneur. I run a business coaching one-on-one and group clients. I serve anyone who feels like my energy would be a good match for them. Although, as you can imagine, I find myself attracting in first responders and healthcare providers or other allied service workers. I genuinely want to be of service on this channel, and also I am completely open and trusting that the right people that would be attracted to this message or appreciate it may also ultimately desire to have more individualized attention in a longer container. I also put my money where my mouth is and have invested in my own coach. I'm currently working on some public speaking platforms and developing more focused content in a longer format so that I can get it out to more people. I would love to be invited by union organizers or other settings where people want some inspiration on how they can advocate for better mental health benefits, more support systems, more structures, and ultimately getting sabbaticals to be standard practice in all EMS systems and hospitals around the country. That's what I would like to see, because the model of healthcare providers and first responders killing themselves slowly while saving other people's lives is not sustainable for anyone, not the providers and not all of us with whom they're serving. I'm asking for your help. If you want to help this campaign to have sabbaticals be standard practice for healthcare providers and first responders, then share my page, share my posts, go back and rewatch some of my videos, save them, like them, comment, affect the algorithm in such a way that I increase the number of people that get to see this.